everyone. Welcome to Awkward Conversations. We're Seth and Sandra Dunn. Here we are. I'm excited about this topic today. I think it might get a little awkward, though. We chose this topic because it's something we have dealt with as husband and wife.
For 37 years.
Oh, longer than that.
No.
Because it probably started before we were married.
No, you did better before we were married.
Dang, what happened? I did better.
You were investigating me before we got married. After we got married, you quit investigating.
Investigating. I mean, that's possible. I don't know. That got awkward really fast.
I'm not awkward.
That's actually a very interesting thought. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know.
Don't you think you were getting to know me, so you were paying close attention?
Probably. I guess I wouldn't have thought though. Our subject. Let me introduce our subject today is gift giving. Right, and giving things that
our
a person
subject matter
wants.
today is relationships.
Well, it is relationship and the gift giving within it. Yes, one of the challenges right out of the gate is she really values gifts and gifts that are given that are something that says to her. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but says to her that the person knows her, was thinking of her, and bought that gift, and it was accurate.
It's something that it's not even doesn't need to be expensive.
Right.
Like gift giving isn't important because I'm a money whatever.
No. It's because of the thought and the intention, and then it's accurate.
Yes. Yeah.
Where for me, gifts are like whatever. So that right out of the gate, creates a little bit of the relational issue between us, and I think a lot of couples face.
Yes.
This is why we wanted to talk about it.
Yeah. I heard a segment the other day on the radio about inequity in gift giving. And I was like, oh man. And there were some doozies, really terrible.
Yeah.
So anyway, it just made me think of what we're talking about today, and I thought that was funny.
Yeah. So in our last Christmas season, I gave some gifts, and we have props today because a couple of the gifts landed and a couple didn't.
Right.
So I really want to start with the ones that didn't, for my ego's sake. Let's go secondly to the ones that landed. But I was so disappointed because I actually had given some thought and some intention. And I was trying to go off her list, right? She has a list of things. Here, buy me this. Well, where's the intention and the purpose and the heart behind that, right? So I'm trying to go off that list. But it didn't.
Can I just say,
it didn't work.
The reason we have lists is so that I'm not super disappointed. Because this has been a thing, right? Where I've been like, do you even know who I am? Mm-hmm. Like, the gifts that you give me sometimes are like, I would never wear that. I would never use that. I would never, So we've created lists so that you have that. Now, I really appreciated this year that he said, I'm going to go broke and I'm going to get some stuff off your list that is not on your list. I'm going to go off the list.
And it's dangerous.
I understand that that's dangerous, but what he said that was really valuable to me was, I'm trying to learn. And so please give me some grace. Whatever I get you that you don't like, we'll make it right. Right.
Right. And we're going to. I mean, that's forthcoming.
Hopefully. We'll see. Huh?
Well,
Depends.
It depends on other people. Yeah. So the first one, and
which I also obviously have an opinion about that.
What's that?
It depends if we can return it. If you're going to go off the list, it might be smart to get something you can return.
I mean, that might be smart. The other thing is I'm going to make it right, whether they, do their part or not. I'm going to make it right with you, right?
But also, I do. It's not all bad. So
no,
it's
not. I think we wanted to bring this up today because there's good lessons in it, right? And even at 30, we never know, 37, 38 years of marriage and relationship and trying, there's always room for growth, right?
Yeah.
And part of what I was after during this previous Christmas season was showing that, hey, I'm really wanting to continue to grow here. But it would be smart to buy things you can see and that you can return. Because I bought these sight unseen. Except that it was on the website. And again, maybe I'm comforting my own ego here, but I actually went, when the gift failed to be a blessing, I went back and looked at the website and I'm like, this is completely misrepresented. Now maybe I was just grasping for something, but it looked so different on the website. Okay, so this is pathetic. When this arrived, I was like,
can we start with the first one?
Stupid. Which one?
The first one that I unwrapped.
Which one was the first one you unwrapped?
That second one there.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You can start with this one. You probably have comments on that one. I definitely have comments on this other one.
I open the box.
Yeah.
And I see this. Now, I'm like, is this a pillowcase?
Maybe it should be.
I was legitimately, I didn't know what it was.
That's a really good idea.
But in my head, I was thinking, if this is a piece of clothing, and I opened it and I was like, this is disgusting to me. That's how I feel about it.
I think it's awesome.
It is like, I don't want to touch it. I don't want to look at it. Also, the material is like the old lady slick shirt. That's why I thought it was a pillowcase.
It feels like rubber.
It's
weird material. Yeah.
So then I did proceed to go ahead and be like, what is this?
I actually didn't want to even touch it, can you tell?
A pillowcase.
Yeah. We should make a pillowcase out of it.
So then I opened it up in all its glory.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that beautiful? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Also, why would you use these colors and then put a giant black? I mean, it's a cross made out of nails. I get it.
Yeah.
But
it's subtle.
Oh, also, whoever made this, I'm not dissing you. I'm saying this particular print is.
I don't know. I think I might be dissing them because I told them it's subpar already. Okay, now that one's good compared to this one. Okay, so listen, I went back and looked at the website again. I genuinely did because I thought, did I just not see that right at all? But on the website,
I wish I.
There's a lady wearing. I'll show it to you. I'll bring it up on the website and see what you think because maybe I'm blind here. But there's a lady wearing it, modeling it. Right? It looks like part of it is denim. And it calls it a sweatshirt. Yes. So I was buying a sweatshirt that had design and denim in it and so forth, right? I mean, that is what they describe.
Denim can't be in a sweatshirt either, though.
Well, it can be in the picture. I'll show you the picture later. Okay, so here, you show them. This is what arrived. And again, you can't, I don't know how well you'll be able to see it. I hope pretty well.
That's got it.
But again, the material, it feels like it's made out of rubber.
Okay. If you know me, I hardly ever wear red.
No.
Just FYI.
I know, but...
No, I'm just helping you because you said you wanted to learn.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Okay, so...
Good to know.
Now...
So this is supposed to be denim, and I don't know if you can see it, but it's like a horrible print that is supposed to look like denim. And in fact, I didn't even notice that, but look at those buttons. They're like plastic. I mean, that's pathetic. Oh, so this was a colossal blunder.
So,
it was
not something I would ever wear.
Colossal gift-giving failure. It's not even really worthy of being a shop rag.
It's just
it wouldn't soak
bizarre.
anything up. It is.
I don't know who is making that. Where it's coming from.
Well, I can tell you where.
Well, I mean, I know where
it
it's
was
coming
shipped
from, right?
But
I mean, like.
But yeah, why?
It's just so...
And I double checked. It called this a sweatshirt. And that looks like
future
denim.
reference. Anytime they say it's denim, it can't be a sweatshirt.
I mean, this part could have been sweatshirt material.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll show it to you sometime, and you can say whether.
Put that over there.
Yeah, we'll get rid of that. All right. So, I think part of the point here is let's keep learning, let's keep growing.
Honestly,
this messed up, but I have landed it good a few times.
So keep in mind, we're talking about relationship, right?
Yeah.
Had he given me this, one, not told me he had gone off the list, like he's gone rogue.
Yeah, that might have been bad.
Had he not told me, I'm trying to learn what you like and don't like, again, like it's like, I feel like he is investigating again of what works, what doesn't work. So had he not told me those two things, that would have actually been, I don't think people who are not gift givers or gift lovers, I don't think people understand this.
I'm sure we don't.
Like, that would have actually hurt my heart to the point of making me cry. Like, my husband, who I've been married to for 37 years, doesn't even know who I am. That's how I would have felt had he not communicated beforehand.
That's why I communicated, because I knew. And
we have had experiences like this years ago, like probably 15 years ago, 20 years ago, had experiences where he didn't communicate, gave me this thing, and I was like, and pile on top of that the problem that I was raised, many of you know I was raised in a very, very, very religious, conservative home that was very much, the wife is to submit to her husband. You don't ever say anything. You do whatever the husband wants. You don't have rights. I mean, it was not
it probably
quite
was,
that extreme.
Yeah, it was pretty close, it seems like.
And so because I was raised that way 15, 20 years ago, I wouldn't have said anything. I would have not shown him. I would have been, thank you. And I would have put on the face, and I would have cried later on my own about it, and I would have felt very hurt.
Well, so that's progress.
And so, like, you understand, like, a lot of times there's layers to these things, right? It's not just like, that's a crap shirt, I don't like it. It's not just that. Like, there's meaning and intention behind it that makes it actually be painful if I don't know he's trying something different. Right? Yeah. So I think that's super important to understand. This thing about love languages is like really important to understand love languages as a whole. Now, I personally find it difficult to even say what my love language is. We're talking about gifts today.
Yeah, it's not as cut and dried.
It's not as cut and dried for me.
I don't think it's for anybody.
But I also think it's important, I want to say this, that if your love language is very cut and dry, and it's, say, acts of service, it's also important that you learn to receive love in a different way. Not just that your partner says, this is my love language, and you now know it, and you just expect that to be the thing. Like, I don't expect Seth to just speak only my love language and give me amazing gifts. I don't really have the love language of acts of service, generally. There are times if I was sick or something. But generally, I'm like, I don't care. I have 2 legs, 2 arms. I can do what I need to do. Like, it doesn't matter, you know? But I recognize that he's giving love when he takes out the trash, when he empties the dishwasher, when he, whatever. I realize that he is giving love in that way. And so I have tried to train myself to learn to receive love in other ways. And I think that's a secondary part of that book that I wish, I keep thinking maybe there will be a book written receiving, gifts of love language and receiving kind of thing. But anyway.
Yeah. I mean, listen, God tells us to do 2 things: love God, love people. So what you just unpacked is an effort at loving me, like me loving you well by endeavoring to give in a way your love language can receive well.
Yeah. Right? And me learning to receive in a way that I wouldn't normally receive. Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's important in relationships. I was actually thinking about this morning of like how many things that I have and can be grateful for because of Seth and what he has done and what he has given. Even though it's not one of those like Like, it's not an emotional response, but to be able to see those things and realize those things and be indeed grateful for what I have been given.
That's very kind.
Yeah. So
on a practical level, these beautiful shirts we just showed you, for one thing, I wasn't sure they were going to get here on time, but I kept getting tracking updates and they were like all over the globe, I mean, the tracking updates didn't even make sense. So I was getting nervous about that. So what did I do? Rather than just putting all my eggs in that basket, hoping it landed, I went ahead and started spending too much money, which is hard on me, but I was like, okay, I'm not going to wait and rely on this. So you didn't bring it, but I gave you a nice piece of jewelry that you liked, and you get to go shopping.
Yes.
Give you a gift card to a place you liked and a few things. But the one that you brought today with props, they're going to be amazed at, I think. Because this gift landed, right?
Yeah. I'm super
and
excited.
You're probably going to be amazed at
I'm
this.
super excited about this gift.
Yeah.
So I'll start with this.
You're gonna there are viewers that might know what it is.
I know. I was going to not describe it because I thought I'd give some people the joy of just seeing it and knowing what it is. So this is Vulcan gasless flux core welding wire.
They're all thinking, wait, Seth got you welding wire?
And the other part to it, part of the other part, is this, which is a welder's combo set. Gloves, apron, and the, whatever they're called, pliers, grips to hold stuff. Sweet. So I'm so excited about this. And then I also actually got a welder. So he has learned. In fact, I was really thinking of, I don't get a welder for Christmas, I'm going to go buy one. So, so it was like nailed it. I was so happy I was hoping that maybe there would be one in my gift, and ta-da, there was a welder there.
Oh man. So really to revoice it again, this is about relationship.
Yes.
And things like gifts, and for some, acts of service, or physical touch, or kind words. Kind words are important.
Yeah, no matter what.
In a couple's relationship, no matter what, right? I mean, I rarely do a wedding ceremony without mentioning, if you'll just choose to be nice to each other, choose to have kind words and look for each other's best, you'll just do better, right? Because those things are important. But whatever your love language or the way you receive love might be, these things matter among a couple. And I do think that it's fascinating. You mentioned giving love, right? Giving in a way, for me to give in a way you can receive. That it's okay to admit to yourself that can come at a bit of an effort, maybe a lot of effort. Because if you're endeavoring to give outside of a way that you could care less about, that, getting into the mindset and so forth, and therefore being able, like in this case, gifts don't speak that much to me. So me learning, okay, what is the kind of gift that she'll enjoy, that she'll love, that will warm her heart? And quite honestly, I think being okay too with the fact that it's not always going to land.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I'm not always going to get it right. There's a few shining moments in our relationship where I nailed it, right? Yeah. There's some where they've been just fine, and some that were colossal blunders. And that's part of that process, I guess. We don't like that.
Right.
None of us.
But also then I would say vice versa, because gifts don't really matter to him. I'm fully aware that if I don't give him a gift, like even as simple as I'd go to the grocery store and I'd think, oh, he would love this. And I would pick that thing up because I'd be like, oh, Girl Scout cookies if they happen to be in season, or, whatever, mint chocolate chip ice cream, or like I know the things he likes food-wise, and I would buy that and I would bring it home and he'd be like, oh, okay. Like, and I'm just like, wow. Now, again, I have learned that he has such a high economic value. He'd rather I didn't buy him anything because we saved money. And that is a gift. So it's just funny because I have learned how to really help him in the sense of like how to express love to him, even though it would mean nothing to me. Yeah. But I do think it is important to learn how to give love in a way that your spouse feels it. There's a famous,
that's really good.
I say famous, I don't know how famous, quote that says, love that is not felt is of no value.
Yeah.
And I think, man, that is so true. So I would say if you're struggling in your relationships with your kids, with your spouse, consider that. Like, do they feel loved?
Right.
And if not, how can I help them feel loved by me?
Yeah, what can I change up?
Maybe I need to just give some words of affirmation. Maybe I need to plan for a day of us spending time together. You know, whatever that thing is. But,
you know, hon, thank you. That's really good. And I want to tell you in front of the camera, those words just now touched my heart. The words where you said, I have a lot in my life. And I recognize it's because of Seth. You know, but that word of affirmation meant something to me.
Yeah.
So thank you. You also gave me a cute little plaque about that big recently that just says, I love the life that we have built, I think is exactly how it says it. I put that right underneath my monitor this morning because I thought, I do too.
Nice.
You know? So cool. Anyway. So relationship matters, and that's what this is all about. And those ways, you really nailed it there, I think, because it really comes down to how do we show that love within relationships, because that matters.
So,
and maybe you
can see. Maybe you need to express your love a little differently.
Yeah. And maybe you're in a rough spot right now in some relationships, and maybe it comes down to something this simple. So to speak, to where you just evaluate, you know, is that love being expressed and felt? Because that is key. That's important. So I hope that's helpful. I think it's been helpful for me just to revisit some of this and talk about it. I'm glad you're happy with your welder.
Yes, me too.
You'll have to show them in future episodes some things you make.
Yeah.
Well, God bless you all. Thank you for watching. We enjoy shooting these videos, but it would be no point if you weren't watching. So thank you. We love you guys, and see you later. Hey, thanks for watching. We really do appreciate it. If you like these videos, please ring that bell. Please like, please subscribe so that others will find this content.
Share it with your friends.